Why do recruiters withhold salary on the positions that they're working on? Let me explain. I've been in recruiting for coming up to a decade, so I have had countless managers tell me not to mention what the salary for the role is in the message or early on in the conversation. The ideology with this is similar to sales. Instead of saying what the price is, you want to sell people on the value. So, in this case, you want to sell the candidate on the value of the position, what the future opportunity could be, the company mission, etc. Nonprofits are a great example of this. They can often not compete with other companies on salary, but if you can get a candidate sold into the mission, then they might be willing to accept less money. It makes sense in the case of a nonprofit, right? But a lot of other companies try this. They say, we've got a great culture, we've got a great mission, be a part of something bigger. Money isn't everything in a job, but it really does matter, especially when we're facing inflation like we're seeing. Candidates are smarter, they want to know upfront what the pay is. So my best practice for recruiters is to be upfront with the salary to not waste anybody's time. I know what you're thinking. The good old recruitment manager that's been in the business for 30 years never does this. But the reality is candidates are expecting pay transparency. So what do you do if you're dealing with a recruiter that refuses to give you the salary? Well, you can always stop working with them and hang up. The second thing that you can do is just ask a more strategic question. What's the budget for this position? Always research what the average salaries are. If you can come in and say, well, I've done my research and the salary is 150 to 170, what's the budget for this role? Then you sound informed, and if it's the same range, they're going to tell you. If the recruiter simply refuses to tell you what the salary is, remember, it's optional if you want to deal with them, so you can't always hang up the phone. If you really did want the job, you could always try reaching out to one of their managers, and you can find that information on LinkedIn. The worst possible thing you can do is tell a recruiter what you're currently making. Always remember to say what you're targeting, and again, use data to back this up, what you're seeing in the marketplace. You can go to different sites to find out what the salaries are. Salary.com, Glassdoor, there's plenty of information online, so do your research.